I'm just talking about, like the difference in muting from like going like where you like would switch up or whatever. Or if you're going like what's going on. As versus like more so like just like switching back and forth. Like I just wanted to know like what you would do for like the 2-string stuff.
Here's what I would do. I would stick my thumb on the strings and they would never leave. That's it.
So that's okay.
Unless I'm playing rhythm guitar. Then it's palm muting and that's it. For me, there is nothing else. That's it.
All right. So yeah,
You can do whatever you want.
Oh yeah,
but
no.
that's what I do.
Okay, yeah.
Everything is muted with the thumb all the time, unless I want this sound. Then it has to be palm muted. For lead guitar things, whether it's arpeggios or a scale or some lick or sequence or whatever, it's going to be all the time, 100% like this, always.
Okay. Yeah, like I mean, I've kind of adapted both ways. Like I just have some trouble when I'm doing like the 2 stuff to have my thumb on an angle like this. Like I know it'd probably be more beneficial to be able to like stick in one way, so you never have to think about it. It's just always there, right? But I don't know. It's just
What happens? You're saying that when you do the 2-string arpeggios, that when the thumb is down, you have a hard time?
yeah. I just have a hard time
Well,
making it cleaner,
Okay, let's
right?
see. It's
Like, well, if I had it down like this, like if I was going.
Okay, so let's figure out why it's not clean, so that we can fix it instead of abandoning the technique and using a totally different technique. And now we've got 2 techniques alternating.
Well, also like doing like the.
Okay, so what's the problem there?
Well, I don't know. I just find it easier to do it this way, so I've always like stuck with that. But I don't know. I don't know. Basically, I just wanted to know like, just like how you do it, I guess.
Well, as I mentioned, I'm doing
Yeah,
it with the
you do it
thumb muting all the
all
time.
your lead stuff is thumb.
Yeah. Because the thumb has direct access to the string that's immediately lower than the string that we
Right.
want. With the palm muting, it's hard to consistently get that direct access because of a few different reasons. Number one, the hand is moving. The pick is at rest up here, not down here. Okay, that's first. And second, when you're going across the strings or you're doing different types of licks, or your hand starts to go all over the place because of the different things that you're doing. Right? And sometimes the palm doesn't immediately cover the adjacent string. I mean, you can train to make that happen, but it's a whole lot
probably more
harder and it takes a
difficult, yeah.
whole lot more time to truly perfect the palm muting type where the adjacent string is always muted and muted immediately. No hesitation, no period of time where that string is allowed to flap in the wind.
Yeah, if you're on stage, it'd just be like a random feedback or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
there are players that use that technique that obviously have it down. I mean, the thumb muting technique is not a very popular technique.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that.
Okay, so it's not like it can't be done. It can, but more often than not, when people try it and they try it with loud volumes, there's slop in there.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, because I've just like, well, if I wanted to mute or whatever, like I find myself like just kind of like rolling my wrist a little bit, and then like it might just like.
Yeah, another problem with that rolling the wrist thing a little bit is we hear all that.
Yeah, that's what it's it just slops it up a little bit.
Yeah, because we hear all this extra. I mean, anything that you do is going to cause noise. So that really causes lots of noise. I think that's actually the worst thing possible, is to alternate, because for so many reasons, it's going to cause problems. It changes the way the pick angle is, right? I mean, you can't really keep the pick angle, the tilt consistent if you're doing this, right? Your whole hand's got to move. So that's one issue. Another issue is that you really hear more noise here than if you just stick to this or this. So I'm just going to say pick one. I would suggest pick one and just do it. So I don't really care which one you do. I recommend this, but if you want to do it the other way, that's fine too. Mike Filipov, I've been trying to get him to do thumb muting stuff, but he still doesn't do it, and he plays pretty damn clean and fast as hell. So, you know, he can do it.
Yeah, it's just for, well, I was just, yeah, because for like, you know, main sweeps, I've pretty much adapted it because I do find it like it works. But then when I started integrating like twos and stuff like just twos, like I just found like I kept palm muting, like, and yeah, so I guess I should just try and practice that a little more.
Yeah, I think you just basically need to, I think at the point where you need to choose a technique to use and then master it, whether it's one way or the other. Okay?
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
Yeah. Okay.
Just pick one and commit to it and master it. And you can master either one. I think mastering this will take a little longer, but it can be done.